Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn English with Dr. Saloni Nandan. Do you know anything about the origin of language? In this video, I will tell you about the different views of linguistics regarding the origin of language. But before we begin, please like, share and subscribe my channel. So, ऐसा माना जाता है कि लैंग्वेज हमें भगवान से एक गिफ्ट के रूप में मिली है. That is, language is a divine source. In fact, what is language? We all know that language एक fundamental means है जिसके थ्रू हम एक दूसरे से communicate करते हैं. Language is a unique tool to express our ideas, views, opinions, thoughts, needs, information and feelings. But nobody really knows where it came from and how it came. Language कहाँ से आई और कैसे आई ये किसी को नहीं पता है. Do you know that there are about 6,000 languages in the world? Linguistic scholars believe that some type of spoken language must have developed between 100,000 and 50,000 years ago. That is before written language. The earliest evidence of written language is not more than about 5,000 years old. अभी तक कोई डायरेक्ट एविडेंसेस नहीं मिले हैं जिससे कि हम अपने एंसेस्टर्स, बहुत पुराने एंसेस्टर्स की स्पीच के बारे में कुछ जान सकें कि उन्होंने लैंग्वेज उनके पास कैसे आई, इसके बारे में कुछ जानकारी प्राप्त हो सके. सेकेंड, स्पोकन लैंग्वेज डोंट हैव फॉसिल्स. फॉसिल होते हैं तो स्कल्स के होते हैं जो कि हमें बताते हैं कि स्कल का शेप कैसा था, साइज कैसे थे हमारे ब्रेन्स के, एंसेस्टर्स के ब्रेन्स के, बल्कि ये नहीं बताते what the brains could do. Perhaps because of these reasons, there has been no shortage of speculation about the origins of human speech. So, there have been many assumptions regarding the origin of language. According to Judeo-Christian tradition, ऐसा माना जाता है कि God created Adam and Eve and gave them language in the Garden of Eden. So whatever Adam called anything with any name, that was taken as the name of that thing, according to Genesis 2:19. So हम मान सकते हैं कि एडम और ईव लैंग्वेज समझ सकते थे क्योंकि भगवान कोई भी काम किसी पर्पस के बिना तो करेंगे नहीं. According to Genesis 2:23, when Adam was asked to speak, he spoke poetically to Eve about God's glory. According to Hindu tradition, language came from Saraswati, wife of Brahma, that is the creator of the universe. The fact that there are now many languages is explained in the story of the Tower of Babel. It is assumed that linguistic diversity is a punishment for human arrogance. So there are many assumptions regarding the origin of language. John Locke expressed that the human mind is a tabula rasa, that is clean slate, and so newborn child could learn any language. ये कारण हो सकता है जिसकी वजह से बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स लोगों ने करे with newborn babies to learn about the source of language. More than 2,500 years ago, एक इजिप्शियन फेरो सेमेटिकस ने भी एक्सपेरिमेंट ट्राई करा 2 न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज के साथ. He left them to grow in isolation, except for the company of goats and a mute shepherd. It is reported that the children spontaneously uttered a word bekos, meaning bread. अब children ने ये word किसी divine source से तो pick up नहीं करा होगा, and as several commentators have pointed out, they must have heard what the goats were saying. But the pharaoh concluded that Phrygian, an older language spoken in part of what is modern Turkey today, must be the original language. किंग जेम्स द फोर्थ ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड ने भी एक ऐसा ही एक्सपेरिमेंट करा अराउंड द ईयर 1500 एंड चिल्ड्रन जो थे उन्होंने एक साथ हिब्रू में बात करी, confirming the king's belief that Hebrew had indeed been the language of the Garden of Eden. So long as these types of accounts about the origin of language were accepted, तब तक origin of language के बारे में कोई puzzle नहीं था. पर जब secular explanations आने लगे origin of language के, तो एक complex notion हो गया origin of language के बारे में. If we look at the criticism to above theories, it was criticized that children living in isolation could not produce any language but just an imitation of the sounds they heard. And it was for this reason that a secular explanation was sought for the origin of language. Thanks for watching the video. In part 2 of the video, I will discuss about the natural sound source of the origin of language.